Yeah, it's brutally hot, no breeze. This is kind of what fun looks like. There he goes. What's this? Trail magic? No. So I just got dropped off at the trailhead down here in Winfield by Doug and Sissy. He's the president of the organization that maintains this trail, and was kind enough when I reached out to him to offer to let me park my car at his house in Goldonna and then shuttle me here to the start of the trail, which was a huge help. This pack is heavy. I've got 4 days of food in it, which is the most I've put in this so far. And as you can see, the trail is, it's like a road. They just redid this whole section from Winfield to Goldonna, and fresh gravel, it's well graded. So it's beautiful. So I'm gonna try to make it to right before Goldonna today, which would be 12 miles. And then I've got 18 miles tomorrow to get to Ashland, and then 18 miles to get just beyond Jamestown on Wednesday. It's nice. Nice little place to camp on that mattress. And then finish up on Thursday in Sibley, 12 miles there. So just got the first day jitters. Not really jitters, just kind of the unknown. This is gonna be a totally unique experience for me. This trail goes through a lot of little towns, a lot of public areas. You're passing in front of people's houses. You're gonna be right next to private property. The trail has at least 50 feet of right-of-way on either side. So that's good. And, biggest thing that I'm concerned about is finding good places to camp. I'm sure I can find a place to set up my tent, but finding good places that are optimal. But being able to stop along the trail and get water, cokes, food, that's a totally unique experience for us here in Louisiana, at least. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to this. This is one of the things that I've been looking forward to about this trail, is all these old railroad trestles, how they've converted them into bridges. If you can't tell, it's on a slight lean, but this is beautiful. My head just can't get around this. It just feels like a road. It doesn't even feel like a trail. I'm walking next to the woods here, but then on this side, got this major road. So it's kind of good in a way. If I need help, it's right here. It's not gonna all be like this. It's gonna be sections where it's gonna be cleared out like this next to a road, and other sections where it's gonna be pretty deep into the national forest. So I'm only a couple of miles into the trail, and I had to stop and eat. It's already noon. I'm at mile 2 so far. And the people that shuttled me to the trailhead, Doug and Sissy, man, they're so sweet. I don't know if they were trying to catch up with me or what, but I figured they would have been already, they should have already been back at their house in Goldonna. But they passed, but I saw them turn down the trail. And then they come slowly by and they passed me up, and then they turned around and came back and they were like, "Hey, you okay?" So I'm just sitting on the trail eating. It's really, there's nowhere else to sit. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good, just getting something to eat." They were like, "Oh, we were looking for you way back there." So that's really nice. Really good people. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but this part of the trail, I think till Goldonna, so like the first 14 miles maybe, is no motorized vehicles. I'm at mile 5, obviously. Welcome to Calvin. This is it. What is that? Is that a Coke machine? It's probably not working. After passing the town of Calvin, the trail gets back into the woods. You start to see the project that they did here. I mean, they just basically came in here with a bulldozer. So 5 miles in, my thoughts so far, very easy to make good time. I think my itinerary is gonna be very easy to keep as far as daily mileage goes. I'm doing 12 today, and I'm gonna stop just short. I already told you all this stuff. So, very doable, I think, as long as I don't push too hard. This is pretty hot out here. It's in the 90s, heat index is pretty high, no wind, high humidity, all that good stuff we're used to in Louisiana. Kind of looked around, there was a closed down old store and a fire station next to it, but I didn't see any spigots on the outside. Got a liter of water, so I'm good for a few miles, but kind of like to find something soon, especially being a new trail that nobody's ever really backpacked before. It's kind of a mental challenge staying into it. Got an audiobook that I'm listening to just because I was afraid of this. You know, you kind of get, there's nothing really that motivates you. You see the trail just stretching out in front of you in a straight line. Kind of get lulled into this boredom. Just the same old. You see what's coming up. You can see where you've been. You know, there's not that kind of anticipation of, ooh, what's around the corner on a normal trail that curves and winds and goes uphill and goes around. Kaye Creek. As you can see, it is also dry, except for that one bit of stagnant water over there. Still got about a half a liter. I'm gonna push on to the next one. It's Mill Creek, but I'm getting close to 7 miles on this trail, and there's only been that one real reliable water source that I've found, and that was within the first mile. So I'm gonna have to do a little water carry just to be safe. I mean, you can filter out of those. I'm just not in a position where I have to. Man, if you like long walks on dirt roads, have I got the trail for you. I'm hoping once I get past all of this improvement project, it'll be more smoother, sandier trail. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I expected it to be. It's an old railroad grade. It's gonna be flat, straight, uneventful, but it's a good challenge. You know, I think this is maybe a good trail to shake down some gear. If you're planning a multi-day trip, I know it's good for me getting used to this new backpack and this new setup that I got going stoveless. Trying out a couple of different things on this trip too. I've got a carbon fiber tent pole, just one of them, and I'm gonna use that instead of carrying 2 trekking poles. So I really don't need 2 trekking poles for the most part here in Louisiana. If I do any kind of stuff in the Smokies, or like when I go to Arkansas, I'm gonna need them for uphill and downhill, but just flat, straight stuff like we're used to, I don't really need them. What else? Got my new quilt, which I've already tried that out. I haven't tried it out in warm weather like this. This is warm weather. You know, it's probably not gonna get much below 70 at night. Mile 9 is the first real good water source that I've come to. It's not a creek, it's some unnamed drainage. But you can hear it cascading down there, so it is moving pretty good. I went down on this side just because it was easier to get to and filled up on water there. So got about 2 liters right now. Whew, I feel it. So I should be coming up on cold water here in the next couple of miles. We'll see what's there, and then I plan on stopping about a mile past that, and that'll be 12 miles for today. Looks like it'd be easy to get down to, and it's a beautiful marsh prairie. Kind of hard to see through the trees. I'm thinking this trail would really be nice in the wintertime when the leaves are off. And you can really see the forest. You're not just walking through this endless green tunnel. Looking better. Here in a road, so I think I'm getting closer to cold water. And then I'll be camping not too far from there. As you can hear in my voice, I'm pretty zapped. It's hot. There's something big and black right there in the middle of the trail. Don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's a dog or... And all of that for a piece of drain pipe. But I haven't seen anything in the trail. This whole 10.5 miles. And I could see it. I mean, that had to have been a good 1/4 mile away. Just this dark figure. This is nice. This is definitely better than the first 10 miles. Yeah, seems like after mile 10, it's when you really start to feel like you're in the forest. Apparently there are eggs for sale right off the trail right over there. Wonder if he's got any cold drinks for sale too. It's funny. It is 6:30. I've already done my 12 miles. Some water there. So now, yeah, it's just find a place to camp, but the highway is right there. So depending on how much traffic comes through here, it's gonna be loud. I saw a little spot that was possible, but it was off of looked like a road that somebody used, an old dirt road. There was a house. I could see the house from where I wanted to set up across the highway, and I just don't feel comfortable. Once it gets a little darker, I might drop down. Find a flat spot down in there. It's just the bugs are so bad right now. All right, it's 7:30 and I've got the tent set up. I've thankfully found this place right off this dirt road and this access, but the trail is right there. I'm within 50 feet, so it should be good. This is actually another railroad right here. I don't know if it's part of the same one or not, but blocking me from the road and the road noise, hopefully. And yeah, I'm tired. A little over 13 miles and hot the whole way. I'm ready to eat and go to bed. So last night was kind of rough. This spot was perfect where I was able to set up camp. I was lucky to find this place. But I woke up several times with my air pad deflated, and I knew I had a leak somewhere. And normally you can't find a leak unless you submerge it into water and look for the bubbles, and yeah, you never find it. I just took the flashlight and just combed over every inch of my pad. And I found this pinprick. So I don't know if it somehow worked its way down to the bottom of my bag. So I don't know if maybe I set my bag down on something sharp and it poked it, or if something happened on the last trip and I didn't notice it. I don't know. Thankfully I found it. I had a patch kit, was able to patch it. It was good to go. Slept good pretty much the rest of the night. And yeah, just ready to get this day started. Show you guys where I started yesterday, what I got to do today. So yesterday I started outside of Winfield and went, I think, more than 12 miles to a little past this point where I wanted to stop. And today I'm gonna go into Goldonna, hit this store that they got, get me some coffee. I don't know, see what kind of snacks they got, maybe get something there. And then I'm going all the way to right before Ashland. And that's gonna put me at 30 miles for the trip so far. And then tomorrow I'm gonna hit this little store here, give me some snacks, some cold drinks, and then stop for lunch at Mama D's in Castor. Excited about that. And then finish up somewhere at 48 miles here. And then Thursday, got 12 miles to finish in Sibley, and that'll be it. Hopefully the trail will be more scenic today. Not really counting on it. So far it's just basically been walking on a dirt road. Me trying to pack up, get on the trail. It is almost 7, but it's gonna be another hot day. I'm at mile 13.5, coming across the Saline Bayou. So mile 14.5 across Malatas Creek. I'm not sure. It's like somebody got their fishing stuff set up over there. It's nice. I'm gonna try to get down to it and go ahead and fill up with water. I don't feel like paying for water at Goldonna. All right, I've hit Goldonna. So they got this really nice pavilion, and I'm already seeing a water spigot right there, so I can fill up on water. Take a little break. I mean, I just got started not too long ago, but take a left and there is a little convenience store I'm really excited about. So I just left the store. So the hours are good. They open at 5, but they close at 7. So I'm glad I didn't push it to try to get here to get something cold to drink, because they would have been closed. This is Goldonna, and I'm gonna take a break right here under the pavilion, fill up with water, get back at it. All right, heading out from Goldonna. I've got 15 more miles to go today to reach Ashland, and hopefully meet up with that person that was nice enough to offer a shower and a place to camp tonight. Maybe give me a ride in to get some decent food tonight. Yeah, so just got a Coke and iced coffee and some Skittles here at Goldonna. I'd already eaten breakfast, so I wasn't really hungry. They do have lunch, so they have a deli, so that's pretty cool. The deli doesn't open until 10. I was thinking about maybe getting a sandwich for later, but deli doesn't open until later. But yeah, just something to keep in mind if you do this trail. This is where the restoration project ended, and I'm kind of looking at what's ahead of me. It gets back into the woods, and it looks a little bit more like a trail instead of a big dirt road. I'm not gonna complain much about it. I'm just glad to be out hiking, to be able to go for 60 miles in one direction and stop in these little towns, get something to eat. This is so much better. I can deal with this. I can walk forever on stuff like this. I just walked maybe 5 feet. Wasn't paying attention. Another freaking cottonmouth. There he goes. Easy, big fella. Man, really gotta pay attention. That was close. Whew. I mean, I don't know what I was looking over here because there was this big creek and I was trying to see if I could get down to it just to take a look. And I just happened to look back. I mean, literally was right there, maybe 5 feet away from me. And the breeze just started picking up. Oh, that feels good. This is Highway 524 or Forest Road 524. Probably gonna stop for lunch soon. Find a nice spot in the shade. Not making as good a progress as I wanted to this morning. I don't know, just the lack of sleep last night and yesterday the heat just zapped me. I'm still on track to get as far as I want to go. I'm still on track to make it to Ashland tonight. Gonna have to make some miles in the heat of the day. Thankful that the trail has been like this most of the day. And a school bus. Very strange. Kind of want to go check it out, but kind of scared too. Door's open. There's a ladder going into it. And there's a ladder going into the emergency exit in the back. It looks like it's boarded up. Yikes. That one hill up there with that one tree. It's kind of cool. It's just a very different experience on this trail. I did catch my first glimpse of either 2 large foxes or 2 small coyotes. They were too far away to really tell. And yet to see either one of those animals in the wild. So that was pretty cool. What is this abomination? Got some natural lights, Michelob Ultra, some Busch Light, Miller Lite, Grape-A-Rita. Up, could be trail magic. Nope. Just crossed over the highway. And this would be a good place to catch some food if you wanted to. You catch some food right here. This high grass and the trail just continues on. And welcome to Chestnut. This is so weird. And this is, you know, obviously just a, I don't know if you call this a village or what, but there's no town center. There's no services that are obvious. Not until Ashland is there any kind of stores or anything. Which isn't too much farther, another 7 miles. Man, maybe a snowball stand. God, dude, I got like 35 bucks on me. I'd probably give that for a snowball right now. Especially if it's stuffed with ice cream. What? So after you go through Chestnut, the trail is double track, but then it's got this wide shoulder. It's kind of grassy. So I'm walking on X, that's where the shade is. Still got my umbrella though. I don't like being in this because it's where the snakes are gonna hang out, but I think it's time of day where they're probably in the shade. So I'm still about a mile away from that creek. Running really low on water. I haven't been drinking enough the last couple hours because I've been low. I've only had about a couple of liters today. I should probably have at least 3. So when I get to that creek, I'm gonna chug probably about a half a liter of water. Yeah, it's brutally hot. No breeze. This is kind of what fun looks like. Probably borderline heat exhaustion, but I'm gonna make it. So that creek that I've been shooting for the last 2-3 hours, way down there. I gotta get through all this shit to get to it. Oh man. And this was my savior. It looks like lots of animals too come down to drink. Right at mile 26, and just got a bunch of water from that creek, and I've just been laying here for about the last 15 minutes just trying to get some rest. I think I got this much heat exhaustion and just poured water all over my shirt, all of my little cool rag, and probably drank about a half a liter of water so far. I had some snacks in the middle of the trail. I have not seen anybody else out here on this trail. No ATVs, no horses, no bikes, nobody. So, got about 4 miles to Ashland, and then I'm supposed to, well, I haven't been able to get in touch with her because I don't have service. But I sent a message with my Garmin, and I'm hoping that she got it and that we can meet up tonight. She offered a place to camp and a shower, which would be amazing. Because I got one more day like this tomorrow, and then Thursday, only got 12 miles, and I'm out. Yeah, I'm not going to make a verdict yet, even though I'm almost halfway done with this trail. I'm going to wait. I'm still enjoying it, as crazy as that sounds. But, you know, this is all a part of trying to accomplish something that's hard. I definitely thrive on that. And I know I've mentioned this before in my videos, but, you know, setting a goal that's hard and that you know it's going to be hard, but you're pretty confident you can obtain it. But even though there's risk for failure, you know, you have confidence in your planning, you have confidence in your strategy, you have confidence in yourself and your abilities. Even though it's a hard goal to obtain, all those things come together to make it doable. It's definitely doable if you're willing to persevere, if you're willing to stick with your plans, if you're willing to put aside the emotional blocks that can keep you from fulfilling that goal, and you build on that, and then you set a harder goal and then a harder one, and you just keep, like, that's life. I think that's how we're wired as humans. I think we are wired to problem solve, to try to reach hard goals to obtain. I mean, that's how we've gotten where we are as a species. We would not be where we are if people just were okay and fulfilled with comfortable. We're not. But yet we keep trying to build this society around personal comfort. But that's not where progress is. That's not where true peace and fulfillment lies. So definitely the highlight of this trail for me is these really cool old trestles that they've turned into walking bridges. Man, it's bright green too. Beautiful. 27.5 miles in, the trail still looks the same. The only thing that changes is the surface. It was kind of hard packed dirt, but now it's a lot of gravel. Come across another bridge. This is Cypress Creek. And once again, man, just no way to get down to them. These banks on these creeks are so steep. I think I got enough to get me to Ashland. Could probably get down there, but man, that's a mess. It's beautiful though. A little less than a mile outside of Ashland, and I'm greeted with this very beautiful trail with lush grass and trees. It actually turns up there, so I can't just see straight ahead. This is nice. This is more what I expected this trail to be like. I'm exhausted. I mean, I would have stopped before if I wasn't going to be picked up and given a good place to stay and a shower tonight. I'm well past 30 miles. I'm probably 30 and a half miles by now. And I'm looking for a store. There's a store up here. And it looks like you can access it off the trail. And this is the main road. Looks like the store is going to be off this road. I think that's 156. This is kind of the main junction here of the trail with the town. But the cool thing is, right off the trail is a convenience store. Heading that way now. Obviously, I am not on the trail right now. I'm actually in a beauty salon in Castor, Louisiana. Castor, I think, is like 7 miles north of Ashland, and I was gonna come through here for lunch, and she offered a place to stay, a shower. We went and ate at the cafe, which is right down the street. Just super, super nice. I can't thank her enough. Just kind of, I don't think she knows how much it meant to me after today. Just the heat, the exposure, the lack of water. You know, I was going to be okay. I was going to finish. So this is cool. This is like a good hard reset. Yeah, I'm going to sleep on this couch. Clean and air conditioning. I had a fried chicken salad tonight with sweet tea. And I ate the French fries that the little girl didn't finish. So yeah, it's a good ending to a long day. All right, so it is Wednesday morning, and I'm just about to leave from Castor. My original plan to hike back to Sullivan and get picked up and brought back up to Castor so I could continue north has changed. My ride fell through, so I don't know, I have a dilemma. I'm here. I can just go ahead and continue north, stop somewhere in here, reach Sibley Thursday morning, link up with that guy, come back to Castor, get dropped off, go down to Sullivan's in Ashland, and hope that Doug and Goldonna can pick me up from here and bring me back here. Or I can go ahead and hike to Ashland this morning, which was my original plan, call Doug, get him to come pick me up and bring me back up to Castor, and then continue on like I was going to. The risk is if I go south today to Ashland, try to call Doug, I won't be able to get in touch with him for whatever reason, and I'm stuck. So I don't know, I'm thinking I'm just gonna push north. I think I'm gonna do this and then get into Sibley and contact Ted, because he's expecting to hear from me Thursday. And I'm not gonna make it to Sibley today. That's too far, that's 20 miles. So I'll have to stop short anyway. So this is Castor. They got a general store that opens up at 7. They got everything that you need as far as resupply. There's even this little place across the street. The diner, Mama D's, is right down there. And I'm under the pavilion that Louisiana Trails has set up. So this is the trail right here. I'm gonna head north and see how far I can get today. Probably make it almost to Sibley today, it should be. Heading out of Castor right now. I'm about 20 miles from the end of the trail in Sibley. Not gonna make it that far today. You can kind of see it's pretty torn up in this area, but it's no problem for hiking. Got a banana at the general store. It's kind of cool, man. Castor is really, I don't know, like a trail town. They get a lot of business from the trail, the ATV riders, the horse riders, not backpackers. So yeah, I'm already seeing what they're talking about. The trail conditions right here. This is the last major town until the end of the trail. So for the next 20 miles, there's just Jamestown, and it doesn't look like there's really anything there. So yeah, hoping to get kind of what I had yesterday, a good, not a wilderness experience, but didn't cross really too many major roads, and I didn't see anybody all day yesterday. Probably won't see anybody today. That's kind of why I did this hike. I planned it during the week to avoid the ATVs. That seems to be working out for me. Eat my banana. My first snake sighting of the day. God, he's so wrinkled. It's weird. The way his body's all contorted like that. Yeah, I'm only good at identifying venomous snakes. I worked on that first. There's still some of the tracks down right there. That's really cool. I still feel weird. I feel like I'm trespassing. I feel like I'm walking in somebody's yard. So a little fun fact, some trivia about this trail. This trail is actually in 4 different parishes. So you start in Wynn Parish, and then you cross over into Natchitoches Parish, all the way to Bienville Parish, and then cross over into Webster Parish. So that's kind of cool. I need to count up how many towns. I've only hit Goldonna and Castor and Ashland are the only 3 towns that actually had, services, food, convenience store. So none of the other small towns that I've hit had anything. Not sure about Jamestown. I'm not counting on it. That's kind of the last town I get to before the end of the trail, but I'm not counting on anything to be there. And this is maybe Black Lake Bayou. I didn't think I was gonna reach this so soon. And I was kind of hoping I could get down and go ahead and fill up on water. Again, the struggle with these water sources is getting to them because the vegetation is just so thick. Yeah, this is cool. All right, made it to Black Lake Bayou. I'm assuming this bridge is closed to ATVs. There's another trail that goes down over that way. Very cool. Trail for the ATVs comes down, and I got close to the bayou right here. So it's not just these mud holes. All of this is just mud holes created by the ATVs. Not that this is gonna be a whole lot better. There's a nice sheen of oil on top of the water, and it's full of tadpoles. So I just kind of skimmed, kind of wiped away the tadpoles and the oil, and then scooped up water real quick. That's what's in there. It's for emergency use only. I've got about half a liter of water, and then I've got a full bottle of Powerade, and I don't see another water source for about 9 miles. So that's for emergency use only. Yeah, when you have a chance to get water at Castor or Goldonna or Ashland, get it. I keep thinking, oh, I see this water source, I'm gonna get to it. But time and time again, it's very difficult to get to the water source, to actually get down to it. So you end up on the edge of the water, and that's where all the crap is, all the sludge. So learn from my mistakes and carry at least 2 to 3 liters of water. This is a major road. I looked on my GPS, all it says is East Front Street. but it's got to be a highway of some sort. 3.7 miles from Castor. Castor was another 10, so that's 40. So right around mile 44-ish. This is definitely a first for me. This is a beaver dam. If I can get up here. Wow. This is really cool. I've never seen one of these. I think, yep, Rattler. Cool. Never seen one before. This is freaking me out. Probably about 3 feet, 2.5 feet. Shit. Just cruising along next to the trail. He doesn't even see me, I don't think. Okay, so that was a little scary. He would not move. He was just chilling right parallel with the trail, right on the edge. And then finally, he kind of went behind a log. His head went behind the log. And I took the opportunity to kind of skirt along the trail, giving him a wide berth. It's pretty cool. And not cool at the same time. Crossing over this road that I've been paralleling for a while, East Front Street. The trail is right across the street. A few houses through here. If you do get into trouble, you're not totally in the middle of nowhere, even though it may feel like it. So I'm about 6 miles from Castor. So yeah, that puts me right around mile 46 for the trail total. You know, of course, I got to go back and do that 9.5 miles from Castor to Ashland. Just trying to stay motivated. The trail's boring, you know. It's just a dirt road. Go straight, everything looks the same woods, same trees. You see a snake and you see some wildlife every once in a while, a cool looking pond or something, and the challenge is what keeps you motivated. You know, make sure you got enough water, because water is pretty scarce on the trail. The little towns that you go through, that's kind of interesting, different. But just with the heat, you know, it's already starting to get hot, and it's not even 11 yet, like really hot. And just the monotony of it, my legs kind of hurting a little bit, my knee just sore. Just going so much yesterday, doing 18 miles, and then doing what, like 13 miles the day before that. Didn't really train a whole lot for this trip, but I was kind of counting on good recovery, good food, getting lots of sleep with my sleeping pad deflating. First night, didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I slept pretty good last night, got to bed kind of late, and then had to get up early because I had so many miles to make today. I'm trying to take advantage of the cooler weather in the morning to make my miles. And just having to, you know, having to push so much to be able to take it easy during the later part of the day. So I think I'm gonna take a long break for lunch. Just give myself a chance to rest. All part of doing something that's hard is staying with it. You know, it's easy in these moments like this where you're not really motivated. It's easy to think about quitting, but not really an option. So that kind of helps too. All right, so this is Jamestown, and surprised to find a grocery store, little convenience store. Great pulled pork sandwich. As hot as it is though, I hope I don't regret eating that thing. But yeah, real friendly. Was able to fill up on water, dumped out that beaver pond water that I had from earlier, kind of my emergency water. And I've got over 2 liters that I'm gonna carry to the next water source. But yeah, they got another pavilion here, and there's another one in Heflin. And I guess that's gonna be the next major town that I come to. But yeah, nice little town. Just really cool aspect of this trail is these little communities that you can get some food and get some stuff at. No. What the hell is the name of that town? Jamestown. The heat's getting to me. So crossing over Sykes Orchard Lane or road. And it's kind of interesting how they basically just paved right over the old railroad tracks. They didn't even bother tearing it up. Just go ahead and lay it right on top. All right. It's a nice little road. Yeah, it's after 12, so the trail is completely exposed to the sun. Got the umbrella engaged. Biting flies are taking refuge in the shelter of my umbrella and are swarming all around my face. It's just so many things. Can you see them? Do you see the horde that is infesting me? I'm approaching Lawhon, Lawhon. There was an abandoned house, an abandoned building, like some kind of fabrication shop it looked like. Just good stuff. I'm trudging on. Just gonna take a lot of breaks until the sun gets down again behind the trees around 3. And then really push again to make it to Heflin. Man, there's some big snakes crossing the trail. You can see snake tracks. I think this is Lawhon. I don't know how you say it. But again, that's 792, and this is this Nebo Road. And none of these are actually named on the map. But again, they just paved over the railroad ties and trail continues on. Shade has increased, that's a blessing. And just outside of Lawhon, this freaking lake. This is legitimately a pond. Look how deep it is right there. I'm gonna go up into the woods, which is where I really don't want to go. Get around this bad boy. I mean, that's pretty impressive. 'Cause it's pretty dry right now, so this has got to be pretty permanent. So hey, water source right here on the trail. Yeah, there's some kind of spring. I see the water flowing downhill. Yeah, this is some kind of spring maybe. Starts over there, maybe up in here. That's pretty cool. Just douse myself with water. Doing whatever I can to try to keep cool. So I'm around mile 49 and a half. Well, hello. Off me. And the trail has taken a dramatic turn, going from this arid, dry, dusty. Hang on. There's just this lush green forest with this creek right next to me. I don't know if you can see that. That water is almost like green. Change of scenery, I like it. There's shade, I'm cooling off, I'm not gonna die yet. So this is kind of reinvigorating. It's like, oh, this isn't pointless. There's beauty out here somewhere. And I see a bunch of garbage. Yeah, maybe this will carry me through to beyond Heflin. Heflin is still the goal. I'm about 5.5 miles away, and it's 2 o'clock, so easily reach it by 5. Since now I don't have to take breaks every 45 minutes to keep myself from overheating. So yeah, things are looking up. So this is basically 2 large ponds. I can maybe get around the edge. I don't know if you can see that. That's another pond on the other side of that. I may go up here, see if there's an easy way to get up to it. I think I can get up right here. Thorns. Up on this tree. All right, and just take this. Honestly, I would rather hike this. This is actually more like a trail. But yeah, this has got to be the old railroad grade. Not really sure. Only concern is snakes up here. Yeah, looks like somebody's driven up here once before. Just gonna stay up here long enough to get past that. Looks like I can get down this way. Yay! Oh shit. Alright, I can get around that pretty easy. Yeah, that's a pond. That's not a mud hole. Okay, from outside Lahan, and I'm heading to Freiburg, like mile 48 to like 51. Definitely the last 2 miles. It's been a lot of stuff like this. A lot of going up into the trees and trying to get around. The good thing is the railroad bed is actually right next to the trail. That's the only bad thing about heading off into the woods to get around those mud holes, is increased risk of running into a snake. Thought maybe for a minute it was gonna rain. It got kind of cloudy, which I'm very happy about. The overcast skies has given me relief from the sun and the heat. Holding up pretty good though. I've done, let's see, 30 minutes a day. So I've done like 40 miles over the last, since 11 o'clock Monday. This is Wednesday at 3. It's not bad. So I just passed up Freiburg, taking a break. I got about 3 more miles until I reach Heflin, which is gonna be my stopping point. Somewhere around there, rumor is there's a Coke machine in Heflin. Pretty excited about that. Gotta get some service, because I got calls to make. I got rides to set up. If I'm gonna finish, which if I make it a little past Heflin tonight, that should set me up pretty good to get to Sibley early in the morning, and with logistics, be able to finish up that 9 miles from Castor to Ashland. Yeah. That is crazy. It's got to be a hog, just judging by the black hair and the size of it. Wow. Yeah, there's little, like, I don't know if that's the spine. Crossing over 192, this is just north of Freiburg. Guess if you get in trouble, you can find somebody to help you out. Trail's gotten a little bit better, a little more narrow. Still a lot of mud holes, but they're easier to get around. About 2.6 miles from Heflin. And just after crossing 192 is Hope Creek. Once again, the problem would be, how do you get down to it? Vegetation looks pretty thick on either side. Yeah, got enough water to get to Heflin, so I still haven't made it to Heflin. I'm constantly slowed down by, this isn't even a mud hole. It's like they destroy the entire width of the trail. I can already see more beyond this, but this is definitely the worst. Never wanted to give up on a trail, except for this time. The people that use this trail just tear it up indiscriminately, litter it with beer cans. I've hiked on a lot of trails, a lot of difficult conditions, but this one definitely takes the cake. Yeah, this is awful. So here's the deal. We've got a lot of work to do on this trail from Lawhon to Heflin. I haven't even made it to Heflin yet. I'm still like a mile and a half away. Because the water's so muddy, I would, you know, theoretically I could just walk through them. But I don't know how deep they are. They're gonna be full of mud because people rut them up. That's why they do it, is to create mud. And don't know how far you're gonna sink. And so you have to go around. There's no walking through them. And you're walking through that stuff with thick briars, poison ivy, rattlesnakes. Not ideal. So I'm really frustrated right now. Still don't know what my plans are for tomorrow. If, man, I really hate to not finish. But I really am just in no mood. I'm gonna think about it in the morning and figure out what I'm gonna do once I get to Sibley. But right now, there's no way I'm doing that section I missed. Like I'm just have zero motivation to continue on this trail. And I'm doing it just to do it. I've had some moments where I've enjoyed it, where it's been scenic in some places, and met some really nice people. You know, the novelty of being able to go to a store on the trail and get something to eat and all that stuff. Now, what would be cool about this trail is if they tied the history of the railroad in with the trail to make it like a, you know, a walking path through history kind of thing, with markers, placards along the trail that told the history of the railroads in Louisiana, and, you know, I don't know, did something with the towns maybe, like had, I don't know, the history of each town and how it was started and who started it and blah, blah, blah. Finally made it into Heflin. Oh, this is it. It smells like natural gas. But I think this is kind of the center of town. Still looking for that Coke machine. But I see the pavilion for the trail right up ahead. And I'm gonna stop there and take some pictures. So I'm just doing like hiker trash stuff, sitting under this pavilion, eating some cold couscous and tuna, and drinking this Sprite that I got from the vending machine across the street at the church. So I had to get a video of this. So right across there, there's houses right over there, and there's like the street here. There's this little build-up here that I can kind of hide behind. This is the trail. This is my tent. There's the trail. Good night. Right now, I'm just really hoping the storm doesn't come over me. This day, I swear, I can barely get my stakes into this hard, rock-filled dirt. I just hope that they hold up. It's like 9:30. I'm so tired. Just want to go to sleep. I can't until this blows over. This is it, last day. It's 6:45, just broke camp and did not sleep well at all. The ground was not level, just couldn't get comfortable. A storm came through around 9:30 last night, and just the adrenaline from that kind of kept me up for a little while too. But so I've got about 4.5 miles to get to Sibley, and I'm gonna meet up with Ted. He's the vice president for the Louisiana Trails organization, and then he's gonna shuttle me. He's gonna shuttle me back. Filming here, bruh. Really? Then he's gonna shuttle me back down to Castor, and then I'm gonna pick up that last 9 miles that I wasn't able to do yesterday. And Doug is supposed to meet me at Ashland. I'm gonna stop, and that'll be the whole trail. So still like 13.5 miles today. So I'm pretty much, you know, the way that I planned it out with the mileage each day. You know, that's what I've been able to do. I'm ready to finish, ready to get a shower, wearing my clean clothes that I got, that I sleep in. I'm wearing those today. So I can't wear those clothes I've been wearing the last 3 days anymore. Just, ugh. When you smell yourself and you can't stand it, it's bad. I am about 2 miles north of Heflin and been paralleling this road the whole time. This is actually the road I slept next to last night, basically right there in comparison. Luckily there was a berm between me and the road, so it helped to cut out a lot of the noise and give me some sense of privacy. This is Palmer's Creek. Another cool bridge. I like these better. I like them when they're open. They don't have the side rails. Man, this thing is huge. If you had to get water, yeah, there's really no way to get down to this thing. Making friends everywhere I go.
Oh, let's see. Oh, he's so sweet. He's so sweet.
Yep, just walking next to some neighborhoods. So I passed a sign for the trailhead for Sibley back there, but I talked to Ted, and he said the end of the trail is actually about a mile further at Southeast 2nd Avenue. So that's where he's gonna pick me up. So that may be the official, as far as I'm concerned, for my maps. I'll make that the official end. This guy's cool. I like him. She doesn't like me. That's what I call you. You're now Gus. Just left Castor. You can see it right back there. Stopped in at the general store. Met the owner. Really nice guy. So when you come through, definitely stop there. They got everything that you need, man. It's like a grocery store. Do a full resupply. Got 9 miles left. And I'll be done. Yes. This love-hate relationship with this trail will be over. But I will finish. Hopefully. Not done yet. It is 10 o'clock. Doug's gonna meet me in Ashland at 1:30. And yeah, head on back to Baton Rouge. What's this? Trail magic? No. About 7 miles from Ashland, and the trail is beautiful. It's in great shape. Very lush and green on either side. It's got a nice blanket of pine straw. There's a few ruts here and there, but very easy to get around. Nothing like the ponds that I dealt with late yesterday. But yeah, ready to finish. It's 11:40, and I'm on track to make it to Ashland by 1:30. Don't want to make Doug and them wait too long for me. But I'm tired. The lack of sleep is catching up with me. I've already done 8 miles, 9 miles today. This is a really nice stretch of trail between Castor and Ashland. There's no way I would have made it in time if it would have been like it was yesterday between Heflin and Lawhorn. That was rough. Doesn't even see me yet. Doesn't see me at all. There it goes. This is awesome. Please leave it alone. Front tire broke. Have to get it towed. I don't have enough money right now. That's hilarious. I am about 0.7 miles from Sullivan's store in Ashland. Well, I see the sign for the store where I got picked up on Tuesday night and signifying the end of this trail. I can't believe I finished it. I was so done yesterday. I was so ready to quit. Been on the brink of heat exhaustion every day, seems like, but managed to find a way.